Oh, yes. You know what? Fuck this stupid shit. No, fuck you. Fuck you. We're watching... No. Fuck you. We are watching something good. We're not watching that stupid cartoon bullshit. Look at this fucking shit. This is a good-ass fucking film is what it is. This is Drug Lords.
What time is it?
It's that fucking time.
I don't want to do it.
You're fucking doing it. Fuck you. No, we're not watching shit unless it's shit.
I'm Master 6'9" Cougar, old school head turner, pimp shit, man. I ain't fucking with no Pokemon rice burner, doing sideshows.
Well, hello, motherfuckers. I guess we're back for you what seems to be maybe a few weeks, but the time period between us making Paw and this video is, I don't know, a year? Yeah, an entire year. And we're back for another episode of, and we actually have a name of it, Movie Night.
Wow, that's fucking creative.
Shut the fuck up. Better any garbage you could come up with.
Oh, fuck you. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to review a YouTube movie. I know, you think we're running out of ideas, and it's only the second fucking episode. But you know what? We couldn't find anything else, so fuck you. On this episode, we're going to review the most intense, action-packed movie called Drug Lords. And if not Drug Lords, it has to end with a Z or it's not cool enough.
So, this movie has four basic groups of characters, and they're just, I don't know how to put it, bland, just cheap, boring, and no edge whatsoever. Let's start with the first group with what I call the Buttfuck Brothers.
Oh god, I wish they buttfuck.
You can always rely on Randy to make some gay jokes, even if they are incestual. As I said, they're 1/4 of the story, and they're going on some hell-bent plot to avenge their brother or some shit. They're the dumbass white characters in this movie. Instead of rationally thinking out ideas, they come up with some Looney Tune level schemes to get back at their enemies. Next, we have the Castro's gang. Also, just to note, we're going to be addressing them by the names we remember calling them, because the movie barely brings up their names, and when they do, it's completely forgettable. So, the Castros, the Mexican drug gang, led by a guy named Castro, again, very creative, he is less of a drug lord and looks more like an extra off of George Lopez. Also bland and kind of stupid too. 2 more to go. Next is the Ballers, the black gang. That's really all I have to say, except for the fact that their leader is probably the best actor in this movie.
Please, let me do this last one.
Yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit.
Okay, so the last groups are the cops. So I guess the producers of this movie just, they had a bunch of friends. They're like, hey guys, let's make a movie. And they had, your 2 classic white dudes, a couple Mexican friends, a handful of black guys. And the leftovers was a single mom in her late 30s who looks like she should probably be a librarian. And an out-of-shape white dude who I'm pretty sure was on a few episodes of To Catch a Predator. They are just the most non-cop cops I've ever seen. It's like if they made me and Adrian cops. They're just like, oh, here's some badges. You can, just do some shit. I don't care. Hey, we really have to catch those guys.
Yeah, I know, they're on the run. They've been for so long. We gotta get them.
We're gonna get them. You don't have to worry about that, but we just need to get them. Are you sure you should be eating all that food? And is that your 5th soda?
Yeah. Don't tell me what to do. I'll be fine. I'm a trained detective.
You're smoking too sick. Look at you. You're fat. Are you going to be able to catch these guys?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry.
How did you get into this agency?
Money.
Alright, so now you know how all the lame-ass people are. We're going to talk about the scripting. To start, Castro and his gang are looking nice and spiffy, wearing suits. They end up sitting in what looks like my grandmother's apartment living room from the 90s. I was actually half expecting an older lady to come out mid-conversation and start offering oatmeal raisin cookies.
The funniest thing is that these drug dealers actually look 20 times more professional than the cops. And to be honest, they act more sophisticated than them too. Not to mention, how the fuck are a soccer mom and an 80s pedophile gonna stop a huge drug ring? Usually they have entire teams working on this. But no, 2 cops who have a fire extinguisher next to their desk are supposed to stop them.
What's really weird to me is that Castro ends up bitching about how they're losing money, and then you'll see a scene where they literally sell 2 ounces of meth for $70. Well shit, maybe if you stop giving them the Dollar General discount, you'd actually make a damn profit. Another great mystery of this movie is the fact that they will gun someone down midday on the street, and it's like no one heard or saw any of that? Are you trying to tell me that on the streets of San Francisco, you can just go down there, shoot someone, get away with it, no silencer, nothing? Adrian, you want to go to California?
Oh yeah, what for?
Just road trip.
I also love that in the movie they use slang like faux shizzle. I have really never heard anyone say that. Like, maybe Vanilla Ice? Also, the head of the Ballas, I guess he doesn't give a shit about his gang at all. There are a few scenes where his friend is trying to inform him about some shit that's actually going to help him out, and he ends up saying, "Don't interrupt me while I'm doing this. Don't stop me while I'm doing this."
There. I'm talking to you, nigga.
The fuck did I tell you, Chris? Don't interrupt me when I read my newspaper. Nigga, what's wrong with you, man? Don't be turning off a nigga radio, dude. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yo, I just heard some shit. Fuck. Last year we choked in the World Series and now the A's are the best team in baseball again.
Didn't I tell you not to interrupt me when I'm watching Sports Center? What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
On the freeway, smobbing through the Bay Area, out of control. Always hustling, never
There's not much to say about the acting. It's not absolutely trash. They made an attempt for it to be okay, but you can't have amateurs act and expect it to be great. There are some scenes that kind of just throw you off because their lack of skill. So they're in a car doing a deal, and right in the middle of the deal, the dealer gets jumped and has a gun to his head. You'd think the dealer is going to be scared or angry, but by his emotions, he's more or less not fazed at all. But the words he says makes it seem like he is.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you? Asshole. I asked some fucking questions around here.
That's right.
Now you're gonna tell us what we want to know, or I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Man, what the fuck do you want?
I want to know who Sal thinks is behind your buddy's murder.
Why the fuck do you care?
Shut the fuck up, dickhead, and answer the question.
Man, I don't fucking know. Nobody knows who did it.
Does he think it's some brothers that did it?
What makes you ask that?
So he does think some black folks did it, huh?
Maybe.
That's all I need to know.
Here, me and Randy did a little reenactment for you guys.
Hey man, what's up?
Buddy?
What's up?
Not much, man. Hey, I got a couple questions for you.
Go ahead.
I just want to let you know, I know what you fucking did.
Hey man, what is this?
What the fuck is this? What do you think it is? There's a knife to your fucking throat.
Come on, man. Come on. Where's the ketchup?
One of the funniest things I found about some of the acting is in the very first scene. So this guy has a gun aimed at him, and he is given a revolver with 1 bullet. It's kind of like Russian roulette. He is told he has to put the gun to his head and pull the trigger. Take the chance. The guy keeps saying, "No, I'm not going to do it." And the other guy's like, "Do it or I'm going to shoot you." And then the guy puts the gun up to his head and he's like, "No, I'm not going to do it," with the fucking gun to his head. And he pulls the trigger and dies. Spoiler alert. So the editing in this film was also not very good. The sound effects were just awful. To start, they used poor quality stock sounds for the punching. Seriously sounds like a punch effect from the original Mortal Kombat. Honestly, I think that might have been a little bit better. They also try to be realistic by adding people in the background, doing normal everyday stuff, like using a vending machine. But while you're watching, you'll notice the main characters just sit there and wait for them to be done doing their everyday shit. The girl police officer just sits there and stares until the guy finishes getting his sodas.
So these guys wanted to be all professional and cool, so they added these scenery transition clips. So they just have random cars and random planes right before a scene starts. Not to mention, they have a few scenes where the characters just walk from their house and to the car. And Though it's really not that long, it just feels like forever.
Well, hey, give them a little credit. At least they tried, unlike the one scene where the dude's being beaten up.
Fistailing on the freeway, smobbing through the Bay Area out of control. Always hustling, never fucking with you hater.
So story, this is the one that makes the movie just dumb. Like everything else is sort of forgivable, but this part is just ass. The movie starts with a scene where Castro's in a room with the third brother of the Buttfuck brothers. They used to be the Buttfuck Musketeers. But for no explained reason at all, Castro gets the Buttfuck Musketeer to kill himself. And that's what starts this whole movie. After that, Castro goes to jail for 2 years, and since he's a massive dealer, I guess, upon his release, everyone knows about it. So the Buttfuck brothers want to get revenge on him for killing their brother. You'd think they would just have a plan to kill him, eye for an eye type deal. But no, they want to come up with some big scheme to destroy his entire drug ring.
They attempt doing it by trying to frame it on the Ballers, and their genius idea to do so? Kill the members of the Castro, make it look like the Ballers did it by spray painting their logo on the side of a wall. Wow, it's like they ended up shooting one of the members, and halfway through, they just thought, oh yeah, shit, we have to make it look like the Ballers did this. I think they would have been a better job just leaving a note saying, this was definitely the Ballers, you should come after us now, please kill us.
And what do you think, the Castros fell for the spray painting idea? Of course not. It's kind of like the movie is self-aware that the plot is thin as fuck. All of the members of the Castros think it's too obvious. So now you're thinking the Buttfuck brothers maybe got the idea, and the gangs aren't that stupid. So maybe they just go with plan A and straight up kill Castro. Of course fucking not. They set up another deal and make it look like the Castros retaliated by killing a baller.
And since the Ballers at least have half a brain, they were kind of weirded out by the scenario. Oh, almost forgot to mention, if you think the cops have an important impact in this story, they don't. Half the time, they have no idea what the fuck's going on, and all of their scenes are entirely useless. Just them sitting there, these guys are doing things. We need to get information. Give us information. We don't have the information. Well, shit.
That donut has 500 calories.
So here's the best part. The two rival gangs actually arrange for a meetup to uncover what's going on. It's basically a 5-minute meetup of, did you kill my guy? No. Did you kill my guy? No. And they end up finding out who did it in the end.
So you'd think the movie would end in some awesome battle where the brothers get their revenge, because, in all honesty, they kind of did this for a decent cause. They wanted to avenge their brother. But no, the rival gang comes up with an even more genius scheme where the cops actually kill the Buttfuck bros, and everything goes just perfect for the gangs. The movie leaves no surprise, no cliffhangers, just purely, guess what's gonna happen? Yup, you're right, no surprise here. Exactly what you expected, every time. You want a suspenseful ending with possible questions? Nah. The good guys are dead, and everything's back to normal for the drug lords.
Moral of the story, kids, if you're gonna be someone, just be a drug dealer.
I don't give a shit what anyone says. These are worth the hour wait.
You know, there's about 5,000 calories in one of those.